the Manipur Parliamentary Secretary repealing Bill 2018 in the House today. Board of Secondary Education Manipur's HSLC examination 2018 commences today. 33,331 students are appearing the exam this year. Four persons, including 3 women, sustained injury as IRB Gypsy collided a passenger auto rickshaw on Imphal to Cook Road today. The Laithabi Barrage Canal Protection and Construction Committee urges for inauguration of the Laithabi Barrage only after it is fully constructed. And Film Forum Manipur's thesis sit-in demanding implementation of Manipur Sign Policy and to start academization of Manipur State Film and Television Institute. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English News. I'm Kanguzam Shalira with top stories and latest news at this hour. Chief Minister Nongthammam Biren placed before the House 3 different bills, including the Manipur Parliamentary Secretary Appointment Salary and Allowance and Miscellaneous Provision Repealing Bill 2018 today. MLA Ant Lokand urged the Leader of the House and Chief Minister Biren and CAF and PD Minister to suspend the top officer of Bishnupur District Administration for not availing PDS items to its beneficiaries in his constituency. MLA Ant Lokand raised the policy cut motion on demand for CAF and PD when Finance Minister Yumnam Joykumar presented demand for grants amounting to 332 crore 38 lakhs 57,000 rupees as demand for grants for CAF and PD, Public Health, Engineering, Fisheries and Art and Culture. Responding to MLA and Lokand, Chief Minister Nongthammam Biren assured that an inquiry on the officer will be made soon for taking appropriate actions. Raising policy cut motion on demand for CAF and PD, MLA and Lokand asserted that politics is involved in choosing NFSA agents. While discussion demand for Public Health Engineering, MLA K. Megachandra and MLA and Lokand raised various related issues like failure laying of water pipes and failure to provide safe drinking water. MLA K. Megachandra stated that the water supply scheme constructed at Whitehall Part with much financial investment is still non-functional and construction of another one is the financial trend. MLA KH Joy Kisan raised policy cut motion on demand for fisheries and drew the attention of the House at the non-ability of rules for recruitment in the Fisheries Department. MLA K Ranjit presented his observation on demand for art and culture and questioned as to why the Manipur State Sign Policy is not being implemented yet and why the Manipur State Film Institute is still non-functional.
I consult officers in Kuta. Sigumba elected member na hire potudi. Opposition ruling of Potuna, I could see the House Manunda, Nagil Labani. Mapan Tokradi, I could development of the Kendra, Sidai, I could Sarkar Pai, Sarkar Pai, Yoriba, Mayamski Kendra Kata, water supply is into Karam Pitapa, Lamizo, Karam Tapa, School Zukajo, Pantau, the Torka, Manipur, Yadu, and Lati have I could lay with Sarkar leader, the Kanganeva. I don't know, I could put a stop manana, so cut the Bayadi, the Wakalo Labase. Nasida, opposite the Paki, the Kibikari machine. Kari by Queen and Naman Tadraga. Pek was by Amam Tetala, Security Mayapurka, Pamaga, Namakangu, the Paki, the Kili, Karigin opposite.
Sarkana, PhD department must implement the whatever Sarukto. Yam the responsibility low the way never. And the Hoy Adula in the Lina, Atopa schema Huzik Sare. As usual, Loidore, Masai Amadu, Sadana Louiva, completed Oliver Poto, Parzada Pina Honatana, Madudagi and a Krayetney, local problem Krelay and Hydaga. Another some crores, Mangandesharu Amadu has not implemented, we do not hear a
The Class 10 examination 2018 conducted by Board of Secondary Education Manipur BOSIM has begun today. A total of 33,331 students are appearing in the examination, which is the most important phase in a student's career. The examination was held peacefully and under strict security measures in 96 centers, including 75 private centers and 21 government centers. Police personnel maintained a strict security vigilant outside examination centers. Flying squad teams of both officials and team of the student organization formed with the consent of the board gave an eye on the invigilators in the examination centers to prevent any misconducts on the ends as well. On the other hand, the Indigenous Students Coordination Committee, ISCC, a joint student body of DESAMT and AMS, has claimed of students using unfair means at 3 examination centers out of the total 13 examination centers in Thabal district during their surprise visit on the first day of BOSIM's Class 10 examination today. Addressing media person at AMS office in Kwakatil, co-convener of the ISCC, Rajesh Yumnyam, said a mobile phone was seized from a student at Lilong Higher Secondary Madrasa who was allegedly assisted by the exam invigilator. He said both the student receiving the answer on the phone and the person who was sending it are now in the custody of the ISCC. The committee appealed the authority concerned to take appropriate actions against Riaz, the invigilator on duty at room number 15 of Lilong High Secondary School. The committee further appealed the Cyber Crimes Unit involved to take measures to prevent such unfair means via phone. He lamented that authorities at Hairok High Secondary School did not extend proper cooperation and from one other center during the inspection. Razi said overall other examination centers were found conducting the exam in a fair manner. It may be mentioned that a meeting was held prior to the commencement of Class 10 and 12 examination, including invigilators of Kakching, Thaupal, Imphal East and Imphal West districts along with OC, AOC, SO and ISCC members on the norms of the examination on February 15, 16 and 17.
Riaz Kudakta invigilator ki mafam lokthokadabani amadi Lilong Higher Secondary ki madrasa da tariba center ki OC AOC SO Kudakta anoba center ki OC AOC singadabani makhoi hakthengna amadi nakoinana sadra singna nataba pambai sinabada mateng pange haibase ISCC ki volunteer singna phagalakpagi report ki matungina thamjabane education ka mari leinaba department da leibiriba oja singna amadi invigilator singna thawai hakchang yaungna khogi niyom chungna tawbiyo aranba pambaida tawbigano education minister na masigumba khumthang asida akanba meng changhanningi haibasi ISCC gi maikaidagi thamjari.
District Magistrate Thabalt in a press release notified that prohibitory order under CRPC Section 144 has been imposed within the periphery of 100 meters from 10 examination centers under the jurisdiction of the District Magistrate from February 19 till March 28 every day from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. for a smooth and peaceful conduct of Class 10 and 12 examination. Deputy Chief Minister Y. Joykumar stated that the government is ready to open a cold storage for each and every district of the state. Joykumar was speaking at a one-day national seminar on linking startups and MSEs in food processing with government schemes and markets organized by ASSOCHAM in association with the Ministry of Food Processing Industries, ICAR, RC, NEH Imphal and NABARD at Hotel Classic today. Speaking further, Joy Kumar stated that Manipur has potential for producing high yields of agriculture and horticulture products, but due to lack of proper storage system with climatic controls, the product usually get wasted. He also highlighted the need to focus on the medicinal plants available in the state. The Deputy Chief Minister mentioned that there is a need for multidimensional support in nurturing entrepreneurship skills by helping farmers, startups and SMEs in food processing sector in Imphal. He expressed the need to promote the food processing industry and emphasized on the need for infrastructure development like cold storage, connectivity, partnership for training and marketing to accelerate growth and development in food processing sector to generate more jobs, incomes and opportunities for the people. He also suggested for a comprehensive agriculture in Manipur via organic farming, veterinary, poultry, horticulture, etc. He mentioned that market linkage is the major problem faced by farmers in Manipur and thus call on industry associations like ASSOCHAM to focus on building external market linkage for food processing units in Manipur. Many entrepreneurs from the state and outside attended the seminar.
The problem that we have been facing from time immemorial as far as the state is concerned is how to process and preserve the food, the fish, the meat, etc. produced in the state. The state government, our government, is also quite aware of the same thing. We also know the necessity of cold storage. We are planning to have cold storage set up at each district of the state.
4 persons, including 3 women, were injured in a road mishap that occurred around 9:30 a.m. near Kurai Sajur Lekai on Imphal Ukrul Road today. The injured persons are currently undergoing treatment at Janims Hospital and one of the injured is said to be in a critical condition. Eyewitness said the incident occurred when a speeding escort team of Deputy Commandant of 8 ARB and a gypsy bearing registration number MNO1W3022 overtaking vehicles heading towards Imphal collided with Tata Jets bearing registration number MNO169982 heading towards Ukrul. After colliding with the Tata Jets, the gypsy further collided with a passenger diesel auto rickshaw that capsized thrice, rendering injuries to its passengers. The diesel auto rickshaw bearing registration number MNO1R5693 is a passenger service vehicle plying between Kurai Hekrumakong and Lamlong. The driver of the auto rickshaw is identified as Mohammed Sahidur Rahman, 35 years, son of Mohammed Nur Rahman from Kumidok Ipum Mapam. He sustained severe back and knee injuries, while Moirang Tempt Hemanti, 25 years, daughter of late Moirang Tempt Pisak from Mayai Lekai, sustained face injury. Longjam Elizabeth, 25 years, daughter of Longjam Razen from Kurai Chaitabi Leira, sustained injuries on her arms. The woman who sustained severe head injury is identified as Laurembam Ibeni, 54 years, wife of late Laishram Inaucha from Kurai Laishram Lekai.
Akoigi gypsy malai ko gypsy jina akoigi car sida thome ba matungda amuk akoigi mamang da okto ma thawi ko okto sida amuk maning sida thome mana thoma ba matungda okto je ahum la olaga tare hadi kainu ne mayam je senchana hinjang yumbi ju akoi mayam je song ga da samna da lit leba masigumba thaudok se akoi matung manau gari thauri bai sinau singna ju yengbi daga akoi lambi ji gi mong je yengbi daga thaubi na ba akoi ningjing gere duga Manipur sarkar na so athu matam da akoi khurai or khuro che akoi chembaje matik chaba akoi afaba lambi o akoi gi kano je sorok se niyom chumba soibadi haujiki gypsy jina animak thome habi jimadi simadi khangbiro.
People have demanded inauguration of Dolai Thabi Barrage by the Prime Minister only after it is fully constructed. During a media interaction held at Manipur Press Club with the representatives of people living in and around Dolai Thabi project and members of Dolai Thabi Barrage Man Canal Protection and Construction Committee, Secretary of the committee Thangjam Manitomba urged the state government to inaugurate the barrage only after it is constructed fully completed. He asserted that inauguration of the barrage by putting on coats of paints alone just to earn a good name will not be accepted. He stated that works are still at the initial stages for the 2 main canals of the barrage except for some works done on the left main canal. Manitomba stated that as for the right main canal which will be passing through some paddy fields, land compensation are not yet given to some farmers. He questioned as to how the various will be inaugurated without completion of its two main canals. He also reminded that the government assured of providing drinking water to the people before the construction of the barrage. However, with no such provision being provided, people in the area are facing inconveniences due to the lack of clean drinking water. He further stated that if the incomplete barrage starts functioning, villages in the lower part of the barrage will face scarcity of the water and villages in the upper part will suffer inundation. He urged the state government and department concerned for timely intervention in the plights of the villagers. The secretary asserted that the government should bear all responsibilities at any adverse consequences arising from inauguration of the incomplete barrage.
The project is Sanga Thokraga, Kening Tabak, Hing the Ladiba, or 30-40% cut and as Kening Tabak the Surivasi. The Sigi Matamsida Koi project in Hana, Sanga Thokra Matumda, Hayang Department, Mishularo, Engineer Kangusularo, was a Wapa, Natraga Prajana Pami Purama, where Tanam of them the Canada Hiruni, on the Hositahata, Sangaba City, see Matam Zadri, when Sangaba Sida Koi Prajana Tingi Havanati, the Tasena project, a two of them Chamudu Pam Zabani, Pangsung. Loishalakanda Maming in a Sangara Tambado, do the Angit Tobiganu, Kenyan Sing Sing Pasan Tava Yaramatumda, a Pumpana Loishala Hamatumda, Loishan Biu, Sagi Sangada Biade, Taudabia, Pogidi, Sarkagi Pandamni, Haidna, Nampu Sapuda, Pogitawigi, do the Tobiganu, Pasana Loishalamatumda, Pasana Sangabiu.
Makuam Marangching villages had been burning down vehicles as part of their ongoing ban on RF railway project within the jurisdiction of Marangching village on account of illegal payment of land compensation despite a pending case in the court by DC Tamengklong. Due to no immediate action from the state government despite submitting a memorandum to the Chief Minister by Marangching village authority after a meeting convened under the supervision of local MLA last year on December 28, the NF railway project works between Makwam to Imphal, that is, tunnel number 1 to 70 was put on hold by the villagers for the second time this year. As part of the hesitation by the villagers, Ventures Company dumper vehicle bearing registration number MN03 T1326 loaded with cement was burned down last midnight near tunnel number 4. It may be mentioned that last year on December 23, a coastal company's vehicle was burned down and a sushi company's dumper vehicle was also burned down on December 27. All Manipur VDF Welfare Association reiterated that VDF personnel of Manipur should be given salary at par with Manipur police constables. Speaking to media person at Manipur Press Club, president of the association, L. Devon asserted that VDF personnel play a significant role in maintaining law and order in the state by guarding the 16 district 24 hours round the clock. However, regretfully, none of the MLAs nor the ministers have put forward any developmental projects regarding the VDMs. He lamented that the Chief Minister, who is also the Home Minister, missed out VDF personnel in the state, which is 10,050 in total, while presenting the total strength of Manipur Police in the ongoing assembly session. Deban stated that the basic pay of the VDF remains the same, while that of the Home Guard personnel had increased. He warned of intense hesitation after the completion of Class 10 and 12 board examination if the authorities concerned do not take adequate measures regarding their demands in the remaining 3 days of the assembly session.
District mayam lady bakoi BDF lising taraga yang khaisina huji akoi leader kinda hagai ba wahang sidi akoi BDF sina asuk kanna akoi police ta hena akoi duty taw leraga all duty taw leraga huji sida akoi BDF sakhang biram daba natraga kaimok policy amta akoi asuk koina tang ani tagina tang kulun noi ba phangka dawba assembly sida karigumba akoi BDF ki oba policy natraga program akoi kana ba yaba natraga sibo amabok ngasibok MLA leiriba akoi mantri mandron hinga pukhat pirak tawa haibaji akoi BDF si akoi Manipur sida aso irang amba hauna bagi damta akoi sarkar na baton tor kuni haibaji akoi leiriba akoi member mayam jina amta oina akoi support ore abuji.
Members of the All Manipur Students Association's Transporter Association AMSSTA nabbed a person carrying liquor in a van with school sticker on it. Volunteers of the association, along with a team of Bishnupur Commander personnel on duty at Iroisemba, Chingjing, stopped the suspicious van and arrested the man around 10:30 this morning on the road leading towards Lamdeng Kuno to Iroisemba. The team seized 110 liters of liquor from the man. The arrested person is identified as R.K. Ibo Choba, 39 years, son of R.K. Tuken from Ploitang Kuno, Maninglekai. Sources said the blue color van bearing registration number MN06L1312 belongs to one Droma, wife of Surchandra from Blangon Ningto, and was used to carry pig feeds, and that R.K. Ibo Choba was using the van for the past 1 week. Speaking to media person, General Secretary of AMSSTA Jimmy Tongram termed it unfortunate that though the Gazette of the state government formed in 2015 permits only schools then to use the yellow sticker, some people are carrying out illegal activities by misusing the sticker. He lamented that today's incident was a discouragement to the school van drivers earning their livelihoods. Jimmy appealed to the people not to use the yellow sticker for their personal activities.
Sigi matungdagi di sikul sinau singjungai re hauji yellow sticker napagasu moi di ain gi wangmada suma thabak tawba gari yaurabani haibagi angang puiba gari timing namdana laibu kudimak si pharaga check tawbagi phibam ama lakadra haibi khodi mi paibam khu poi aduna masita sengna school van service tawbiri ba sinau singna khai sengna yellow na piu adu atopa karbar da gari sijina birba sing hana school van oiramagasu isana laroga atopa karbar sina pamtamda masagi yellow ji isana khangna setalaga dum Sijina biu dunga masi makatarak pudusu sumaina yellow sticker napaga school angang tinbagi namada sigi marumda ain kaina suma thabak tawbulera magidi ms tan madu khaklebna thawai haba tharoi haba posim thamjagi.
Poppy plants from which 200 kgs of the opiums estimated to worth around 1 crore 20 lakh rupees could be extracted were destroyed today. A combined team of the NAB Manipur, Technopol District, Police and 12th AR, assisted by Commando Mori teams, destroyed the illegally grown poppy plants on 20 acres of land on hilltops in Palbung village following the detachment and destruction order under Section 48 of the ND and PS Act 1985 passed by the Executive Magistrate of Technopol District. The poppy plants were destroyed in the presence of the Executive Magistrate of Technopol District. Owner of the poppy plant could not ascertain as yet. Technopol District Police team led by Commando More Inspector P. Tarun Kumar under the supervision of the SP Technopol Dr. S. Ibomcha and command of the Assistant Commandant of the 8 ARB attached to Commando More, Thomas Tokchom arrested one self-styled sergeant of UNLF More Forest Gate around 9:35 this morning. The arrested cadre is identified as Khangembom Lokmania Chandra Meite alias Laikanba alias Tondon, son of K.H. Gopesor from Yaripok Chandrakhong Awang Laikai. Lokmania confessed that he joined the outfit in May 2006 and underwent 3 months basic training at Lazang village in Chandel district. He is a 32nd batch UNLF cadre with Army number 2079 working in the medical department of the outfit. A case was registered against him at More Police Station for further investigation. The resolution of Naga Chip Association Chandel and Cookie Chip Association Technopol to call bond in Chandel district from February 21 against the non-payment of the wages to workers under National Rural Employment Guarantee Act (NR) EGA has been withdrawn in the light of Class 10 and 12 examination. Speaking to media person at Manipur Press Club, President of Cookie Chip Association Technopol, DM Hakolj Kai, stated that association have withdrawn their resolution to impose ban in Chandel district against the non-payment of wages of the NRE GA workers at Machi, Mori, Chapikarong and Technopol Chandel block in Chandil district. Holkokite warned of calling band in the district if their wages are not paid off even after the completion of the examinations. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on the sit-in stays by Film Forum Manipur at Sankar Tolkis Imphal today. Keep watching Impact News. Welcome back. You're watching Primetime English News. Film Forum Manipur FMM stays a sit-in at Sankar Tolkis Lumphel demanding implementation of Manipuri sign policy and to start the academization of Manipur State Film and Television Institute at the earliest today. Chairman of Film Forum Manipur, S. Malgoljang, lamented that Manipuri film, which occupies a significant place in the arts and culture of Manipur, is being neglected, although Manipur takes pride in advocating sports, arts and culture. The forum warned of intense agitation if the state government failed to heed to their demands by March 10 this year. Mangoljang also appealed the state government to start academization of Manipur State Film and Television Institute, which was established by the previous government at the earliest in order to promote Manipuri films.
Honorable CM, Honorable Art Culture, una koi wari kya sajare. Ada yam thuna pangthoni haiba. Ada yaman lagta dana koi reminder kaya yam jo thajare. Ada ultimatum chip kaya koi March ki tang tara bo pijar bani. Tang tara bo jida karigumba sarkana karigumba thaba hobirakta ba taragadi. Ay koi ngasi sumna yam democratic oina wakat mi phammi be sinataba. Ingna tamne hingjaba pamba art tawjaba ikoi mayam se lambi da thola kanda ikoi kholau kaya laurakani aduna madu tawdana ba sarkarna assembly hujima assembly chathari banina aikoi gi wakat si pukhat pira kanda khanabiu haibagi damakta ngasi wakat mifam se phamjabani.
Macha Chanu Kakching in a press release informed that the annual Lifetime Achievement Award for the year 2018 will be conferred to former Pradhan Guru of JN Manipur Dance Academy, Imphal Padmashri awardee Sagai Jamt Thanil Singh on February 25. A 5-day national workshop on preventive conservation of manuscript and rare document with an objective to conserve Puya and other manuscripts of the forefathers kicked off at Manipur University today. The workshop is jointly organized by the Ministry of Culture, National Mission for Manuscript and the Department of Science and Information Science, Manipur University. Speaking on the opening day of the workshop at Social Science Block, Manipur University, Vice Chancellor of the MU, Professor Adya Prasad Pandey said it is important to conserve the manuscript and that protecting them will help in heading towards a right path in the future. He said steps were undertaken to conserve all manuscripts in India since 2003. The professor said that the workshop will benefit the research scholars and expressed hope that they will contribute in protecting the manuscript to a large extent. Professor Adya Prasad Pandey stated that efforts are on to digitize the manuscript at the library of the university. He said those who want to be donor of manuscript can donate at the library. Speaking to media person, head of library department, MU, and organizing secretary of the workshop, Professor T.H. Purnima, said not only discussion on ways to protect the Puyas will be held at the seminar, but discussion will also be held on the types of papers, inks, and letters used in Puya manuscripts.
And this preservation of the manuscripts is very important in India, but especially for Manipur, because Manipur has got variety of so many scripts are there. I give you assurance that our library will preserve them in a very respectable manner and also will recognize them and donors also who have donated that manuscripts. So I will request this audience to spread this message to the masses that they should come forward. They can donate their manuscripts which they are having with them so that it can be preserved, because if it is not preserved, it will get lost.
A 3-day training camp on the theme Nopok Thong Hanba will be organized by Kwai Nung Sheng Shintalo from February 23 to 25. The training in connection with Nopok Thong Hanba will be given to 50 selected women. Speaking to media person at Manipur Press Club, General Secretary of Kwai Nungsing Sinthalu, Tensubam Laisemba stated that the training program is being organized with an aim to educate and spread awareness on nationalism and spiritualism in connection with opening of the Eastern Gateway. Laisemba opined that it is high time to clear the confusion among the people in the state in connection with the same. He also maintained that sincerity and sacrifice is inevitable to safeguard the society. The 3-day training camp will be held at Hotel Champa in North AOC. The 22nd Safety Handicap Day program was held at Krishna Das Service Station, oil pumped in Gari today. The event was organized by Krishna Das Memorial Trust Kaisampat Lemizam Laikai in memory of the late patron member of Divine Life Society, Sarungbam Krishna Das, who worked for bringing peace and development in the world and for the welfare of the physically handicapped person in the society. The trust also presented financial assistance of 5,000 rupees each to 16 widows in Gariawang and Makha Laikai to mark the day. Floral tributes were paid to the portrait of late Krishna Das at the event. (26) Assam Rifles of 9th Sector under the aegis of the IGAR South organized a security meet at Upper Koripok yesterday. Pradhan of Gram Panchayat, members of the Jilla Parishad and village leaders who were present in the meet lauded the initiative of the Assam Rifle for discoursing on security and other precautionary measures. On the other hand, in order to promote the Prime Minister's Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, the 11th Assam Rifle of 26th Sector conducted a Zero Garbage drive at Mission Bank yesterday. Assam Rifle personnel gave awareness on cleanliness as well as clean up the surrounding areas. Smell Empress at Hatta and Combined Unity Trust at Thobal Kaibul jointly organized a free health camp at Kaibul Community Hall today. Around 300 people were checked up at the camp by 5 doctors, including dentists and physicians. Anjuman Islahi Muashara Manipur organized a conference for ulamas at its office in Lilong Turen, Ahanbi Dam Bazaar yesterday. Many Mulovi and Hafiz of Manipuri Muslim community took part at the conference. The participants took resolution to resolve to support any decisions made by all India Muslim Personal Law Board on Supreme Court's ruling, review on triple talaq decisions made by the Supreme Court and Government of India to let Muslim women in Manipur join protest under Anjuman wearing parda, and measures to be taken ulamas for prevention of any incident arising due to violation of Muslim rights and rituals. Members of the Youth Forum for Protection of Human Rights urged the government to conduct classification tests of the alleged accused of Thanga gang rape incident who are currently in police custody. Speaking to media person at Manipur Press Club today, Secretary of the Forum's Women's Wing, Marina Konsam, said 2 out of the 3 accused involved in the rape case are not juvenile. She said that the 2 accused are found to be above 20 years when they checked their electoral roll. On the other hand, she demanded the authority concerned to take legal action against those involved in sharing the photograph of the victim on a WhatsApp group called Kangleipung Mayol Ipao. It may be mentioned that the 3 accused were kept at an observation home after they allegedly raped a minor girl of just 12 years on the 14th of this month at Thanga High School.
Victim sisu thanga dagini, accused sisu thanga dagini, adagi di OC sisu thanga dagine ba, aduga plus OC sisu haisnam ni, aduga accused sisu haisnam ne ba. Maram sina haisnam amna haisnam amagi mathakta wayel bada achumba wayel phangani haibasa koi sati ki thajaba leite ba. Maram sina atopa independent body amada SIT semaga sinabina ba. Kangleipung Mayol Ipao haiba group sida nupi macha sigi auto se disclose thokpirak pa. KCD section Pokso gi 4 gi matung ina ngasai gi Pokso pali neba, and then FIR da Pokso section 4 pala karamba police ki negligence leibana no ngasai gi nupi mcha si gi photo disclose to rakpasi media da POCSO gi section 23 follow tawdribano habe simaso khoin hangningi.
And now in sports. Kerala Gokulam beat Minerva Punjab 1-0 in the I-League match at Tau Devi Lawn Stadium, Haryana that commenced at 2 this afternoon. For the winners, Henry Kaseka netted the winning goal in the 75th minute of the match. While in the league match yesterday at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, Meghalaya, Shillong Klazong beat Aizawl FC 2-1. For the winners, Adole Kofti and Saiho Jain netted a goal each in the 58th and 73rd minutes of the match, while the lone goal for Aizawl FC was netted by Lions in the 90+6 minutes of the match. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Biren tables 3 bills including the Manipur Parliamentary Secretary repealing Bill 2018 in the House today. Board of Secondary Education Manipur's HSLC examination 2018 commences today. 33,331 students are appearing the exam this year. Four persons, including 3 women, sustained injury as IRB Gypsy collided a passenger of the rickshaw on Imphal Ukrul Road today. Dolaithabi Barrage Man Canal Protection and Construction Committee urges for inauguration of Dolaithabi Barrage only after it is fully constructed. And Film Forum Manipur thesis sit in demanding implementation of Manipuri sign policy and to start academic session of Manipur State Film and Television Institute.